It's told by pretrial services.
I don't give a damn who Jesus tells him.
Judge, you don't.
Doesn't matter. A court order is a damn court order. Just because pretrial services just tells you something doesn't.
Hey there, welcome to the Courtroom Files. So this one from Judge Fleischer's court is a tough one for me, and let me explain why. We have a defendant who apparently was told one thing in court, but then when he went to pretrial services, he's told something completely different. I can personally see how if you're in the system for whatever reason and you're going from department to department and service to service, how it's very easy for you to look at that as all one unit. So if one piece of that puzzle tells you that something is okay, why would you ever assume that it's not okay? But that seems to be what happened here if the defendant is telling the truth about what pre-trial services told him. And I believe he is telling the truth, because one thing I want you to pay attention to, never does Judge Fleischer indicate that there's no way what pre-trial services said would have been true. He never questions what he might have been told by pre-trial. And that's important to me in thinking that this guy's telling the truth. But take a look at this. Let me know what you think in the comments about this whole situation. Do you think it's fair how he's being treated? Do you understand how he could get confused? Let me know. Put a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. And let's roll the game film.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
Judge, good morning. I've got a bond violation on Joe Greathouse.
Yes, give me 1 second. Mr. Lester, he's been waiting.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Got Joe Greathouse on your docket.
Mr. Greathouse, come up.
Judge, you told him not to drive. The allegation is that he was driving. First of all, Judge, I want to speak on when you told him not to drive, it was because the state told you that he had an ALR suspension. What I've got for you, Judge, I couldn't access it at the time because I don't have access to our closed files. This is an ALR dismissal order.
No, okay.
There was never a suspension on his license at all. He's been good to drive.
But he was also drinking.
But
The concern was that he was drinking. And
Judge, you told him before you left that that you were doing this because there was already a suspension on his license that he couldn't drive. I never got the impression that you were taking that action because he was drinking.
he was drinking allegedly, and the
Yes.
license was suspended.
Yes.
Can you run his license, please, state?
This should be eligible to.
Did it just become eligible, or when was it eligible? You know what, let's do this. I have a line of people, I've got arraignments. Let me put this off a little bit, because this is gonna take a
I
lot
had to
more
go to the
time.
doctor's office. I sent you an email on Friday when you said this. I'm supposed to be at the doctor. I took today off, but I never got a response then when I asked to move this to tomorrow. So I've got to get it done. I've got to be at the doctor.
So we can do it tomorrow. You want to do tomorrow?
I'm already
Let me
here,
look at,
Judge. I'm already here.
Your Honor, it looks like it was lifted on 4/2/2025.
said, what day was it lifted?
4/2/2025, from what I can see on this license. It's the IC.
And what are the days that he's alleged to be driving?
The second, Judge, let me double check.
And does he have an interlock as well?
Yes, Judge, he has an interlock. He was alleged to be driving on the second and the third.
Furthermore, Judge, the bond conditions that you signed on the 28th, nothing on those bond conditions says he can't drive. And my client tells me that when he went to pretrial services, he was told repeatedly, because he asked repeatedly, if he could drive. And so I think pretrial has the apparent authority to tell him what the bond conditions are, especially for somebody, a lay person who, when he goes there, he doesn't.
There is a no driving affidavit on file as of March 28th, where I ordered him not to drive. Just because you think you can drive doesn't give you the right to just go start driving in violation of a court order. You come here, you ask for permission, and then we give you permission. You don't just go do something and ask for forgiveness after the fact.
It's told by pretrial services.
I don't give a damn who Jesus tells him.
Judge, you don't.
Doesn't matter. A court order is a damn court order. Just because pretrial services tells you something doesn't. Really? Is that what it's now come to?
This was all premised on wrong information that he couldn't drive. He can drive. There's nothing wrong with this license. There was no ALR suspension ever. The state told you that. That's why you.
It was a suspension
It was
and
not
it
an
was
ALR suspension.
lifted
Judge.
on.
There was no ALR suspension. I got the case dismissed. It's not possible. I mean, would you like to see the email or the dismissal order, Mr. Jurist? Because it's right here.
Dude, I'm just looking at the records.
That's fine. I'm showing you.
ALR suspension, it was begin date 1/3/2025, lift date 4/2/2025.
It's not possible because it was dismissed with prejudice.
ALR suspension, if you know, 12/6/2024, end
Herrera?
date 6/3/2025, and the lift date comes in at.
And then if that,
I'm not saying you're wrong, what I'm saying is, based on what I can see, is what I can see.
if there's a dismissal order, then that suspension is contrary to law and it's void.
I'm going on what DPS says. I don't have access to what you have. I don't know. All I know is please, you don't need to put your computer. All I'm saying is that regardless, Mr. Johnson, our court order is a court
I
order.
understand.
You don't just do something willy-nilly because you think that you're in the right because of this. No. We have court orders for a reason. If you ever do this again, I will have a contempt hearing. I'm warning you now. And the next time you do something contrary to anything, I'm going to throw you in jail so fast, your head's be spinning as fast as a wheel. Now, you have a CDL, am I right?
Class A license, Judge.
I'm not going to put you in jail now, but I want to make sure that you're not drinking. So does he have a scram on right now?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, everything's operational?
Yes, Judge.
Don't do it again. The only reason I'm not taking you into custody now is because your license was valid on the 2nd and 3rd. Otherwise, you would be staying with me. Don't violate a court order. We tell you what to do, not pretrial, not anyone else. Do you understand?
Sir.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck with your appointment, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Judge.
Counsel,
Judge, just to be clear, is he permitted to drive now?
as long as he has the interlock, he's got a valid license and he has insurance, yes.
Does the affidavit need to be?
Yeah, we'll rescind it. Don't. The worst possible thing you could do now is drink. If you drink, you're gonna freaking lose it. Do you understand? Or put anything in your body that has alcohol in it. Don't.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, do please take a moment to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on the video. We'd really appreciate that. And if you want to keep the fun going, check out the video on the screen right now.